Hello, 8th grade team. This is your special education visual content specialist for grades 6 through 8 social studies. Today we're going to be supporting our students' engagement in the writing process through explicit writing strategies. This video is aligned to the 8th grade curriculum in Passport to Social Studies. In this video, we'll be using SDI in order to engage and provide access to all learners, uphold student IEP goals aligned to expressive language and written expression, and support student development and mastery of writing skills through the use of explicit writing process strategies. Upon your use of these strategies within the context of your classroom, your students will be able to demonstrate an understanding of topics discussed through an essay or extended response. One great way to kick off a writing task or to get those creative writing juices flowing is a free write. Free writes are or can be considered an unconventional activity when using a prescribed curriculum, but it is one that allows students to process information thoroughly through guiding questions. In this way, it does provide a structure for the students. And although some may consider this unconventional because it might seem a little unstructured or disorganized, it can be structured through the use of guiding prompts. It is basically writing anything you like for a set period of time without stopping, and in this way, it is different from a brainstorm. It helps students get into the mindset of writing, and it allows for writing sessions to be more productive. Free writes are a great way for students to autonomously provide connections and demonstrate what they know about a topic. It empowers students to use their voice in their writing. I personally like to use free writes prior to engaging in a writing task because it supports information processing for my SWD students. It allows for physical and mental engagement in the writing process. It also reinforces creative writing skills such as elaboration. It allows students to follow through on full prompt responses. And as far as language skills acquisition, it is a tool that supports the refinement of expressive language skills in order for SWD students and ELS students to continue to acquire those language skills that we work so hard to help them develop. One great opportunity to apply this writing activity is in the final writing task of the 8th grade unit pertaining to technology during World War I. In this task, students are asked to demonstrate what they know about technology during World War I and how that technology revolutionized modern warfare by choosing one or two questions. But before engaging or responding to those final questions, you want students to be able to make the connections. You want students to be able to see what they know themselves in regards to the topic. So in Unit 4, titled America Plays a Role in the Great War, in Day 6, World War I Technology, students are tasked with choosing one or two of these three questions. When initiating a free write, you want students to answer prompts that are open-ended and that are very general. And this allows for students to make connections independently. It allows for students to be able to exercise those sensory writing skills or descriptive writing skills. So some prompts to consider for a free write in this case would be, what is technology? So providing them with such a broad question allows them to process that information as far as what they consider technology to be. Another prompt to consider would be, what are the advantages and disadvantages of technology? This question can allow students to look at how technology was um, helpful during the war, or how technology at times wasn't helpful during the war, for example. And one final prompt to consider would be, how is technology connected to power? So, when analyzing how technology allowed um, war to become modern, or allowed the United States specifically to increase their weapons technology, how is technology connected to power, allows students to now make that connection to how one country acquires power through technology, for example. Again, these are just suggestions for prompts, but you are more than welcome to create your own um, as you see fit within the context of your classroom. So some final considerations for free writes. I like to use free writes because it's a great way to differentiate instruction. And what I mean is, for our SWD students who require that accommodation of time, of extended time to process information, free writes are a great way to provide that accommodation to students. Free writes usually take from 10 to 30 minutes of continuous writing. I've even seen free writes take from 10 minutes to an hour of continuous writing, um, to really help students anchor in on their understanding. And in this way, it allows them to process the information prior to engaging in an extensive writing task. Free writes allow students to express information in a more autonomous way. It empowers students to get those ideas down on paper, to really trust their thinking process before drafting, for example, an essay. Free writes that promote active engagement in the writing process because it allows that mental and physical connection to the writing process, and it makes thinking and learning visible and permanent.